give a
Does she act like this in school?
Amelia! Dude, stop it!
No!
She was out of line.
Why are you talking like a
Hey!
Why are you trying to strike corners?
I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
We about to get into some crazy mess today. I recently did a video about a little girl who stole around $1,000 or something to go get a Marc Jacobs bag.
Well, it's mine.
There's going to be hell to pay this time.
Allegedly, her mom didn't know, but something about the whole story just screamed that I needed to look a little bit deeper. So I did, and what I found still shocks me to this moment.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
Yeah, you heard that right. And I have an interesting perspective, or maybe even a theory on what I've seen. But first, I think it's fair for you to see for yourself. I want us to strictly focus on the action that's taking place here and not tear apart the child who I feel is an innocent bystander, perhaps, which is why they will be blurred out. Now let's begin. The little girl in this clip has lost her tooth, and this is the reaction to her losing her tooth because of the money she received.
Now you're mad.
Yes!
Why? You have a tooth fairy monster. A lot of kids don't have that.
I got $2
So?
from the tooth fairy.
So? That's not good enough?
My tooth is way more.
Your tooth was worth more than that?
Yes!
Are
I
you-
hate the tooth fairy. She is a stupid
Originally, my honest thought was, this little girl is bad as hell. I'm just being honest. But the more research I did, I started to say, why would the mother upload something like this? And then the little girl stole the money to get the bag in the last video. And then she posts her daughter cussing about the tooth fairy, only allegedly giving her $2. In the original video, the young lady has no teeth in her mouth pretty much. So she's quite young. And the mouthpiece that is on this young lady, for it just to be recorded, this is one of the things that made me question, what is really going on? Now I went back, y'all. This is one of the first videos we see where this young lady is having this sort of reaction that has been recorded and put on TikTok for the world to see. Now, would most parents be embarrassed of this action? I truly believe so. I don't think that this would be looked proudly upon. But what I can say is that rage bait on TikTok is a real thing, y'all. People will make whole skits and all of these different things just to get a reaction from somebody. But to see a young woman who has barely no teeth in her mouth talking like this and the mother recording it, I have more questions about the mother. Not saying she is a bad mother, and I do not want to imply that. I just have questions about the intent behind recording your child talking like this and then putting it up on TikTok. Now, being that I just said that people do rage content, this led me to believe that the daughter is perhaps being used as a pawn to give shock value to viewers because she is so young. But y'all, it gets worse.
Why would you give her money after she stole money out of your purse?
And I want to preference that this video comes a little bit later. Now, her daughter is a tad bit older. She's not missing all the teeth when this was uploaded. And the young lady apparently stole money from her mom's purse.
One, you watching, big watching, baby. You big watching. Since you're watching, you know all about her. You know how she is. You know how she acts. You know what she does. Do you really think life would be easy for me if I didn't just give it to her? What do you think would happen if I didn't give it to her? All hell would break loose. So, Miss Ma'am, until you're in my shoes, until you have to deal with someone like her, don't judge me.
Granted, I will say we do not know what this mother is experiencing with this child. I just question recording the interactions and putting it up on TikTok. Why would a mother do that? Being that the child is so young, her face being plastered, especially with this bad behavior, in my opinion, is not the best look, but that doesn't really matter. Why do we know that your daughter stole money from your purse? Why did she steal the money from your purse? And why do we keep having these recorded interactions with your daughter, seemingly with behavioral issues? I want to show you what it says. Okay, we get it. You're afraid of your daughter. She's the one running the show and calling the shots. You're doing great. Little sarcasm there, obviously. Amelia is the mom. You need to discipline her. How she is your fault for raising her like that. Are you the child or are you the parent? You need to deal with this. Life isn't supposed to be easy. She would get over it with time, but yes, you need to be consistent. And some people like myself even saying, is this even real? And it ends up getting way deeper than this.
You have to go to school. School's almost over.
I don't give a
That's exactly why. Because you think you can talk however you want to talk. And that's another reason why I'm not going to give you what you want. Another thing. Did you see your face?
Yeah, I did my makeup.
There's brown shit all over it.
It's called contour!
Honey, I don't think it's supposed to look like that.
Have you never heard of contour? I don't think that you ever used contour before.
No, I haven't. But I know it's not supposed to look like that.
You don't know how to put it on.
I don't think you can go to school with your makeup done because you're not old enough.
I've been going to school with makeup on.
And nobody says anything to you?
Nobody. Everybody just says, "Oh, I like your makeup, Amelia."
Really?
Yeah, and I've been wearing contour, so.
Y'all, the Sephora girls done got to her, and they got to her young because she already talking about contour and then saying like, oh, my friend don't know how to contour. And I know that this may very well be a skit, but I also am like, what is being taught to her and told to her is acceptable behavior? I want to look at this from two different lenses. Okay, well, if it is just a skit, does this mean that this young lady is being used for money, for shock value, for clout, personal gain of her parents? If this is a skit, when does the child know when to turn it on and off? Is she an actor? I don't know. Do these behaviors show up in real life? Does she act like this in school? If this is a skit, does it matter what the world thinks of her? Because she is very young. I'm just asking the questions. And from the other perspective, if this is not a skit, why is this being recorded? Why do we know that there is some behavioral things going on? I'm not going to say what they are, but there's things. Why are those things known to the general public? Is it still for profit? Because to be honest, when y'all see grown folks, unless they're on Zeus Network or they on some sort of reality show, Love Island, like whatever y'all watch nowadays, I don't watch none of that, but whatever ratchet stuff people are into, people eventually get tired of grown adults with bad behavior. The only people that really like that stuff, in my opinion, are the ratchets. Say what you want. And they even get tired of it because at some point, everybody seems to be like, we want you to change. We want better for you. We want you to stop, blah, blah, blah. So the shock value with an adult doing something is like, it's not the same. It's like, you're an adult, you should know better. But a child, it's going to hit different, y'all. And I'm going to say this. This is why I think a lot of people put their kids on camera. That's a whole nother topic for another day, but I'm going to slightly get into it. If the parents were having entertaining to watch, to look at as their kids, they would do it. But they know they're not. So they put the kids on the camera for whatever reason. Maybe the kid is cute. Maybe I don't know. But they do it because people will watch this little child grow up and be whatever it is they're gonna be. They don't want to watch you when you're old. You don't really have nothing interesting about you going on. So you use the child, you air out all the stuff that's going on with the child that nobody asked for this. Like, you just put it out there. And then you got all the people telling you, like, take it down, stop putting your kid out there. And they just don't listen. And they just keep doing it. And I think people will just eat it up because it's unbelievable. And that's what this is. It hurt to watch. But I was watching. I was like, what happened next? What? Like, if this is a skit, what are you going to tell your daughter to do for money next, allegedly? I'm not saying she did. Allegedly, though. Where do we draw the line? You get a lot more shock value from a little girl her age acting the way she does, cussing up a storm, being just how she is. But there's no shock value really at a grown adult doing this type of stuff. You don't get the same amount of views. You don't get the same outrage. Because even people with no kids are like, we don't want this walking around. We don't want to deal with this in public. We don't want to be in a society dealing with people who grew up like this, because who knows how you're going to act when you have to interact with everybody else. Even if it was real, I wouldn't put my child out there like this because I don't want this sort of negative attention on my child nor my family. I try to correct the issue behind the scenes. But to post it is wild. She was out of line.
Telling you right now, if you took $50 from my purse to buy that teapot thing, you are in big trouble.
No, I'm not.
No, you are.
I'm not.
I told you that no.
She's doing the mouthing motion to her mom, mocking her. Unbelievable.
No, I told you. Did you spend $50 on that for real? Yes or no?
Wow.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Or are you lying?
Y'all, I'm sorry, but she just wiped her snot in the sweater. I was just like, why she do that with the camera on? We gonna focus.
You spent $50 on that.
Yes.
I told you no. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You took it out of my purse.
Yeah.
You took $100 bill. Where's the change?
She took it.
You
I
didn't.
gave it to her.
What do you mean?
I said keep the change. So I can't be nice?
She can't be nice.
You don't do that kind of stuff at places like this. People don't get tipped.
And another one. I just so happen to think if my daughter took $100 out my purse, we ain't finna be talking about it. What am I negotiating with a kid for that I brought into the... What are we talking about? Let's see this from the side of this is a skit though. Why do you want to put your daughter out there like a thief? I wouldn't want to be associated with being a thief, especially to my own flesh and blood, my mother. And as you can see, this video right here has 2.8 million likes. That's not even the views on these videos. These views are in the millions. One of them I think was like 38 million or something like that. It's ridiculous. When you're talking about viral, this little girl has went viral and she barely got any teeth in her mouth. It's insane.
I mean, is this real life right now? The minute that Amelia took $100 from me and bought that teapot and then tipped the lady, immediately my brain went to what would autism mama do? You know what I mean? And then I was like, I don't know. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to pray that autism mama comes across this video and tells me exactly what the hell she would do. Honey, autism mama thinks that we should ground Amelia and get our money back. I said instantly, when Amelia stole $100 from us, I instantly thought, what would autism mama do? And then I just prayed that she would come up on this video, and lo and behold.
I remember you were looking for the opinion.
Yeah.
They all the same.
So what do you think about her opinion?
Oh,
I mean, we finally got it.
a little disappointed.
On what?
A little bit. It wasn't any better. I mean, ground her, take it back. I mean, that's not really creative at all. It's pretty plain.
At least she's not saying that we should have our child.
Why not reward her and give her something else?
Yeah, I don't know. For creativity, you know what I mean? An A for effort, maybe?
People were giving their advice because y'all gotta remember, you put something out on the internet, people are gonna have their opinions on whatever it is you do, good, bad, or indifferent. Even if it was an accident and you did something, people are gonna give their thoughts, but you just want to live in an echo chamber. I don't know what she expects to hear if you're clearly posting rage bait, in my opinion, about your daughter. People are gonna say things like this if they believe it's true, and even if they don't believe it's true, they're gonna say it because why is your daughter speaking like this? Like, for what reason? Besides clout, views, money, whatever, sponsorships, I don't know. What other reason could there be for any mother to allow their child to just be out there on the tick of the talks talking like this? If you don't like how people are perceiving what you're doing and how you got your daughter out here looking, then you just simply don't put it online. But the people online are the ones giving you the views. Most of the people in the comments look at what you got going on in a negative light. Why wouldn't they be commenting? But then she take it a step further and just trolls people who oppose what it is she does and how she does it. Because once again, this is more views. This is more things to keep on growing her TikTok account, which has her daughter on there looking wild. And it ain't just one daughter. She got another daughter on there looking wild too.
So I've been reading the comment section on our video about how you treated Alyssa. Everybody is telling me that I should start throwing away your makeup. And I think that that's probably a really good idea.
If you ever throw my makeup away, this is what I'll do.
What are you doing? Amelia? Amelia, what are you doing? Amelia!
Oh, Lord have mercy.
This is what I'll do.
Amelia! Dude, stop it!
No!
Amelia, go pick him up right now.
No.
I didn't even say I was throwing it away. I said what everybody said I should do.
That's what will happen if you do that.
That's your brother's boots.
I don't care.
Amelia!
You got the wrong boots.
If you keep talking.
Imagine negotiating with somebody that's throwing your stuff out the house. I'm not negotiating with no kids. Who is recording this and why? Why? Oh, the child is so bad. No, the child is being coached. But what do I know? I'll stop. And you know what's even crazier about this? Even if this is staged, y'all around here yelling, all of this noise, that's real. I don't care how staged this is. This is disturbing the peace. It's disturbing my peace. It's disturbing the peace of people on TikTok because who asked for this type of content? People just scrolling, looking at purse content, and then y'all show up. Your child stealing, allegedly.
You went over to Alyssa's house and told her sister that her outfit looked like
Yeah. Oh, I would have said it if it actually didn't look like
Do you know that you don't get to play with Alyssa anymore because her mom doesn't want kids that cuss around her child?
I don't even care because she doesn't even know how to contour.
Hell.
Amelia, everybody in the world don't know how to contour. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't want to be friends with Alyssa.
Look up a video right now of a girl doing contour.
And I know this might be a skit, but y'all got these little kids out here really thinking that life is about contour and makeup kids. It's ridiculous.
Mama even knows how to do contour.
What is this?
So that's okay? Because she doesn't know how to contour, you don't give a You don't think that you hurt Alyssa's sister's feelings by telling her outfit looks like She's going out on her first date tonight.
Oh, wow. Bravo.
I'm going to just quickly go over this one because this is in a separate video. This is the video where she stole the $1,000 and she got the tote bag. This video is up on my channel. Long story short, she pretty much said she wasn't giving the bag back and she didn't care what her mom had to say about it.
What in the hell are you saying? Where did you hear that?
I'm gonna do my stuff. Why are you trucking like a
Hey!
You're trying to strike corners.
I'm trying to understand what you're saying. I don't understand.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
What in the hell?
Walk.
Where did you hear that?
Walk.
Where did you hear that, Amelia? Did you let her?
Where did she hear it? Where did Amelia hear it? I don't know. Did her sister let her hear it? We don't have a clue how she could have heard Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. No clue. Again, why is this being recorded? Why do we know she knows all the lyrics to this? Because in what world does an adult need it repeated what she's saying? Because I heard her loud and clear the first time. I knew that she was saying some stuff she shouldn't have been saying. So we supposed to act like we don't know. Okay, got it. As the adults, we don't know.
Did you let her hear that?
Certified lover boy, certified.
Hey, it's not.
What? No.
You know what? I'm getting really pissed off because you're not listening.
Get you tired?
I don't like you listening to stuff like that. It's not funny. I'm telling you now.
Oh, this pillow from Timu?
Amelia,
Why are you throwing her slippers?
don't.
Slippers?
Because I took her iPad away.
Hair?
I'm serious.
That's mine. Hey!
No, don't. That's my new iPhone. Don't.
Oh, new iPhone.
Oh my God, dude.
Get out.
Amelia,
Sister.
Amelia,
Bye.
don't.
Then
I
close the door
cannot
like this
believe
was her
this,
house.
bro. Open the door.
I just want to say that your profile picture out of this world. I mean, you totally look un-Karen-ish, totally help on Sandy Jine-ish. You know what I mean?
This lady says their digital footprint will follow them for the rest of their lives. Imagine applying for colleges with this. I thought this was a reasonable thing to say. No malice, no ill intent, looking out for the child, to be honest. Because I don't know what's really going on here. But as an adult, I know that a child would not really understand a digital footprint, even if I tried to explain it. I don't expect them to really get it at her age. Like I said, the little girl was missing teeth not too long ago. And she rubbing her snot in her sleeve on camera. So I just am like, there's clearly a level of immaturity. She's probably like 7. So as a concerned adult, speaking on the behalf of a child that may or may not be able to rationalize this to their mother because they are not mature, I didn't see nothing wrong with this. But unfortunately, this lady even caught smoke for this simple comment here.
It says their digital, and this isn't the only time, by the way, that she's commented, but their digital footprint will follow them for the rest of their lives. Imagine applying for college just with this. Amelia's not going to be able to get into college because of this.
Amelia's digital footprint will follow her for life, and college education is not possible. Really?
Really?
Okay. Well,
How could we?
I hope that person that commenting is gainfully employed because their negative comments could affect their employment.
This is the stuff people do, this mental gymnastic. Where was this person negative? I'm trying to assess where was the negativity. They were simply looking out for the child. If you see something bad going on with a child, as adults and innocent bystanders, should you not speak up? They really just don't care. They just want to help the child. All of this like, oh, it can affect you. No, focus on the subject at hand. And I don't like all of that trying to like change the subject. Oh, we gonna focus on the person talking. No, focus on what we was really talking about, which was the child and their digital footprint. Whether y'all are trolling or not, whether you're doing it for likes and views, which in turn usually gives some sort of monetary value to your TikTok account, this is actually a valid comment. But running from the smoke is weird.
Their digital footprint follows them.
Follow you too.
Did you know that? She's a mom photographer.
Oh,
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to affect her future. All of the fun that we have and the skits that we make.
So here we actually get the confession that these actually are skits. Now that we know it's a skit, and all of these things that are on this TikTok channel are skits, what would skits be made for on TikTok? What do people generally make skits for on TikTok? Now let's just think critically here, y'all. Let's just not say they're just skits and that's that. No, let's get a step deeper. Since these skits have millions of views, could these skits be monetized perhaps? Absolutely. Could these skits possibly lead to other things, other opportunities due to this sort of behavior and this rage bait? Absolutely. Though I may not agree with it, you may even see sponsorships from them. We keep seeing these bags popping up and her daughter having these skits with these bags being allegedly stolen, which we know now probably didn't happen because the mom just said they're doing skits for fun. My personal opinion is these skits are not for fun. These skits are for profit. Profiting off of the minor children that we see in these videos. We do not care to see the two adults. We do not care to hear their replies. The only reason why these replies are being watched is because of rage bait. People are going to that account to see the children. I don't know what type of people are going to see these children. It ain't for me to figure out. The mother of these children is putting her kids on Front Street for what I consider views, clout, and monetary gain. I don't see why else any rational adult would be putting their kid all through the internet with this type of behavior. If we took the kids out the equation and we just had these two adults, would people be tuning in? I highly doubt it. So I'm just going to call it what it is. They not showing up for the adults. They showing up for the kids. And these parents, I think all they see is dollar signs. Maybe this is the come up. Maybe rent is due. When it comes to young children, they don't understand social media presence and they do not understand the impacts of what is posted online affecting them later. That's for the adults to understand. That's for the adults to parent and to protect them from and to inform them about. But the fact that this is not happening here only leads me to the conclusion that it is for money. Perhaps the idea is not for her child to go to school. Maybe the idea is for her child to get this sort of clout so they can become a famous family. And they do things like this and they do these little skits. In my opinion, I don't think any children under the age of 18 should be filmed and shown like they're a prop for views. Show me something that you do as an adult that makes me want to watch you, not your kid. That's just how I feel. If she ever see my video, I'm sure she'll have something bad to say about me too. But I'm like, girl, you can't live in an echo chamber. The people in the comments was eating this lady up. I don't think it's fair to eat up the child or the other child. I think the children are being coached and they're only doing what the parent is allowing. So we as adults should be asking the real question of why, not just, oh, your child is bad. She might also be a little bad. I'm not saying that may not be the case, but I'm saying this behavior we see is being enforced and rewarded.
All of the fun that we have and the skits that we make and the fun that we have doing them and the exposure and all that, I think it's definitely going to affect her future. I just don't think it's going to affect it with, you know, the Sandy Jine comment. Like, I don't know. I don't feel that it will be in such a negative way. You know what I mean? Only some people take it so seriously.
Let's see what they got to say in the comments, because Lord have mercy. Your child is a reflection of you. Great job. Looked at my mom and smiled. Call Super Nanny, bro. You make me sad. Are y'all the same age? You or your kids? The way she just avoided the question. They did this earlier. They don't really want to address y'all. They just want to rage bait. I never been more confused by a video in my life. You can't be real. Are these skits or real life? She just told y'all they're skits. I'm begging you, call Super Nanny. So are these real or not? So now people are starting to question if these were real or not, but she just told y'all these were skits. So what would drive this lady to do a skit on her kids like this over and over and over? Because you could do a skit and keep it in your phone. No, that's not good enough. You put the skits online. Why would they be online? Why would it be on a platform where things tend to go viral? Wait, so these aren't real, or people don't know? They really don't know if these are real or not, but the lady just told y'all. I'm jealous of people that have never heard of you. They done added Super Nanny in the chat. Now that we know these were all skit, and we've assessed that these are probably all done for views, clout, and money, this is rage bait at its highest level using children. This is a wild world that we live in, y'all. Y'all don't be putting y'all kids online for clout and money. That is not okay. I don't know who started it. I know there was influencers that started this long ago, but this is not okay, y'all. These kids gonna grow up one day and y'all got them on the internet looking crazy. And I'm entitled to my opinion just like you're entitled to yours. Y'all let me know down below, what do y'all think about this story? Honestly, I got a headache listening to all of this. All we can really do is hope and pray the best for everybody in this situation.